And his opponent across the ring is the defending champion, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing purple trunks with white and gold trim, hailing from Ohio. He is undefeated in his campaign to the ring with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the undefeated Junior.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, family? What's the deal, man? What's the damn deal? What's going on with you? Yeah. Oh, it feel good, boy. This feel like I just got off punishment. You hear me? This feel like I just got off punishment. Like I can come outside and kick it with the brothers. You feel me? I can come outside and kick it with my bad buddies. I wish y'all could see the dance I'm hitting. I'm over there hitting a little dance. You feel me? I'm hitting that fresh off punishment dance. You get outside and everybody be like, oh, you know, they get crunk when you come outside, boy, after you done did a little month. You know what I'm saying? You done did 2 weeks punishment. You come outside, everybody, your homeboys be like, oh. You know what I'm saying? And you get to hit that little dance. You feel me? You hit that little dance when you skipping. You hit that skip to the loot on me. I'm over here hitting that skip to the loot, man, drinking my alkaline water. Finna do my thing. You feel me? Finna do my thing. Huh? Excuse me, pardon me. We finna do our thing. You know what I'm saying? We finna do our thing. What's going on, family? What's the deal, man? This is Junior the Truth. Right back like I left my keys, man. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Punch Junkie Evening Show. Presented by, sponsored by, featuring yours truly, Junior the Truth. Really, truly appreciate it. At the conclusion of the show or during the show, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, man, to the channel if you haven't done so already. Shout out to the LDBC, man, Lions Den Boxing Community. Be sure you go visit that website over at www.ldbcsports.com. Create a profile while you're over there, man. It's absolutely 100% free. And be sure to download the LDBC mobile app, man. Wherever you download your mobile apps, whether you're Team Apple or Team Android, we have an app for you. Download the absolute free LDBC mobile app, man. And I'm going to say this. The LDBC, oh, we here. We here. Man, shout out to the good folks over at punchjunkie.com, man. Be sure you go and visit that website over at www.punchjunkie.com. That's PUNCHJUNKIE, junkie as in, you know, junkie like dope junkie, like Tyson Fury. www.punchjunkie.com, man. Go visit that website, man. Be sure to follow me everywhere via social media. I can be found with the handle Junior the Truth, JUNIORTHETRUTH, and that's over all your social media platforms. Be sure to create a profile while you're over there, man. It's absolutely 100% free. What am I missing, man? What am I missing? My brother MBT boxing in the building. You know, I get shocked when I see MBT. You feel me? But man, that's it, man. I think that's it, man. So shout out to everybody, man. Really, truly appreciate you, man. Hey, man, y'all go ahead on and tell me where y'all from, man. I mean, you already know how we get down, but you know, I want y'all to, you know, I had to go back in, man, and be sure, you know, that everybody knows where everybody from, because it'd be a whole lot of people in the same area you don't really know. You know what I'm saying? So where you from? Go ahead and drop it in the comment section. Wise Hudson, what's going on, brother? Oh, Dante Watkins in the super chat early. He said, salute Junior, salute my brother. Salute my brother, Dante Watkins, man. I really, truly appreciate you, bro. Wise Hudson in the building. The truth is in the building. Emmanuel, you're in the building, bro. Harold Jones, what's going on, man? What's going on? Capadonna 24 in the building. Reginald Thompson in the building. Perfection is in the building. Kelsey in the building, man. The truth is in the building. Oscar Garcia in the building. Almighty Law, my brother, 703 in the building. Kelsey, yeah. Mike James, 616. I see you in the building one time, family. TJ Wilkins definitely in the building. My brother NBT over there, boy, rocking that crocodile ice. Brian Hunter, my OG, was in the building. What's going on, family? Shauna Icon in the building. Knowledge Search in the building, man. Let me see. Did I miss anybody? Did I get Knowledge Search? I got Shauna Icon, Tony Snowflakes in the building. Tony Snow, yeah, in the building. Oh, let me run this back, man. Let me run this back. Let me see. Let me run this back. Yeah. Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? We got DMV in the building, man. MVT from the land of the crocodile ice. You know what I mean? Down under, tiny kangaroo down, sport. Yeah, Iowa strictly representing. Jersey in the building. H-Town, what's going on? Florida, yes indeed. Florida in the building. Man, Trinidad in the building. Waco, Texas in the building. Boy, don't drink Kool-Aid when you in Waco. But other than that, man, it's all good. Grand Rapids, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Home of Floyd Money Mayweather. Yes, indeed. I'm not like Tyson Fury. Oh, man, come on, the truth. I'm just calling it like I see it, man. I got to give it to you like I get it. STEM season, everything. Las Vegas in the building. I see you, Reggie Owens. Lex, Louisville, Kentucky, home of the greatest of all time. Shout out to Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? Shout out to all my Bird Gang boys down there, man. You know, throwing them L's up high in the sky. Yes, indeed. Mississippi King definitely in the building, man. Big Snack Pack. My brother is in the building. He from Murder, Texas. What's happening, man? El Fenici in the building. Dallas is strictly representing, man. Strictly representing, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Hey, man, bruh. I told y'all, man, I feel like, bruh, I just got off punishment for real, man. I'm not even joking, man. I feel like, bruh, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, when you get off punishment, man, and you go outside and your friends out there, you know what I'm saying, and they playing that kickball or freeze tag or duck goose or whatever, boy, and you go outside and they just, everybody stop what they doing and run down on you like, oh, everybody gotta give you your dap and shit, hey, stuff. Hey, man, woo-wee. It feels good, man. Man, I apologize, man, for postponing this morning show, man, and not giving the appropriate notice. I tried to do the little blog thing on the YouTube, but that stuff don't work for me, man. It didn't work. I couldn't get it to work, and by the time I had done it, I was too late. I had a dentist appointment this morning. Not that you need to know that, but I needed to go see my orthodontist, man. And boy, you know, when she had me like Kanye West spinning through the wire. For real, so my mouth still hurt on some real stuff. You know, I got these train tracks in my mouth, so she tightened them up and everything. Told me she heard me on the internet talking too much noise, so she got to tighten it up. You feel me? She got to tighten this thing up. They trying to ban Junior the Truth. They trying to turn me into rubber band man. You feel me? Got rubber bands all in my mouth, train tracks, all kind of stuff. I got a big snack pack. I'm conducting electricity. You feel me? I'm conducting electricity in his mouth. You feel me? I got this electricity conductor, you know? But, you know, it's all good. New Fat Boy Fitness. What's up, baby? With your working tail. All right, man. So PSA, public service announcement, man. Man, I don't know how to say this, man, but I am going to try to clean up my language on this platform for this week, man. I'm going to try to go this week without cursing, man. I'm going to try to not curse. And if I do curse, I'm going to be donating some funds to a reputable charity or charitable organization of my choice. Or maybe we can come with it together. Maybe we can figure it all out together. So I'm not gonna swear, and I don't have no long money, so I'm not gonna do like $5 per curse word or nothing like that. But if it's a show that I cuss in, then I'll just donate I'll donate $25 to a whatever charitable organization that we decide for that show. Not $25 per curse word, $25 per show. And I'm gonna try my best to get through it, man. Period. I'm gonna try my best to get through it. See what I'm saying, man? I really don't even want to talk, man. You know what I'm saying? I really don't even want to talk. But we gonna get to it, man. We gonna get to it. When I did that PSA, I thought I was about to talk about all this foolishness that's going on, didn't you? You thought I was gonna talk about all this foolishness that's been going on, didn't you, baby? When I said PSA, you thought I was gonna go in and start talking about all this foolishness. You thought I was gonna start talking about this foolishness, man. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Man, I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna tell you this, man. It's man, the sport, man, it's bad too because it's a sport that I love, man. I love boxing, man. I love World Breaker. I just looked at it actually. I just literally just looked at it. I didn't have long story short, I just looked at it, man. So I'll hit you up when I get done with this. And I'll try to answer your questions. I can't promise you nothing, bro. I can't promise you nothing. But so man, I love this sport. You know what I'm saying? I love this sport to death, but I'm gonna talk about Danny Jacobs this weekend. Shout out to him, man, for winning his title, man. Finally, you know, he's a world champion. Congratulations. Even though I was cheering for Derevchenko. I was pulling for him to win just because of, man, this mess that we're gonna have going on here. And post fight, of course. Well, I guess I'll say that the fight was. I thought it was pretty close. I thought that. I don't think Derevchenko did enough to pull away. Jacob looked good. Don't get me wrong. Danny Jacobs definitely looked good. Danny Jacobs was, you know, sitting down early, you know, on this power, trying to prove a point early. I thought that he did good. I thought he did good, man. I thought he boxed well in spurts. I thought the Derevchenko, I think it was just the moment was just too much for him. You know what I'm saying? I think the moment was just too much for him. You know what I'm saying? Really, truly do. You know, it was a lot going on. Them guys fighting out the same gym, having the same trainer, you know, your trainer actually training against you, you know, in New York, which is where dude's from, where Danny Jacobs from, and you know, all that kind of stuff. I think the moment was just a bit much, man. I think the moment was just a bit much. I look for him to, you know, reload and try to, and plus Danny Jacobs was, you know, quite a bit bigger than him, all things considered, man. Danny Jacobs is a pretty big dude, you know what I mean, at that division. But anyway, so Derevchenko didn't get it done, man. That's the moral of the story. He didn't do enough to totally outclass Danny Jacobs and either get a stoppage or leave, absolutely no doubt. And so, you know, with all things being said, with that being, you know, mushroom boxing event, and we all know how that goes. So I will say this though. I'm back to being, now that I got all that congratulations out of the way, real quick, in and out like a robbery. I'm sorry with Danny Jacobs, man. I'm sorry with Danny Jacobs. And I'm just noticing this new thing in the sport of boxing. Like, let me tell you, man, you know what I mean? Because I see the scam. So Danny Jacobs comes out and makes this statement about how he tamed the lion and all that kind of stuff. And he gets the boxing fans talking about him and talking about what he said and talking about the fight. And then what happens? And then we tune in. It's HBO's last event. Danny Jacobs was just talking about Charlo. We're going to watch and see what happens with the anticipation that at the end of the fight, he's going to call Charlo out. We can just do a pregnant pause there. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? And once we go through this situation and we see these things, and then we're standing there at the end of the fight and we're waiting, like, okay, he was talking all this stuff. Surely he'll fight Charlo. You know, he's popping all that good. Surely he's going to call him out and fight him and give him and defend his title against the lion that he's already tamed, and so on and so forth. And then there's nothing. Then that puts you, you know, in my opinion, that qualifies you as clout chasing, man, which then means to me, once again, me being a boxing fan, that's all I am. It's a boxing fan, casual fan at that. Then that puts me in the position to say, okay, you're clout chasing. And with clout chasing, that means you're trying to pull the wool over my eyes. You're trying to get over on me, which means you're trying to give me some stuff that I really don't want to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this is just what it is. You know, he doesn't want to fight Triple G or whatever, which, you know, I mean, I guess I understand with Triple G not having nothing to offer and none of that kind of stuff, man. But I would be on my, you know, I want my get back, bro. Dude beat me. You feel me? Dude beat me, bro. I want my get back, bro. Like, yeah, Triple G gave me a shot, so I'm gonna give him a shot. You know, it was his title. Wasn't he stripped of that title? You know what I'm saying? It was his title. He was stripped of it. You know, they were fighting for a vacant title and whatever. Give that man a chance to get it. You know what I'm saying? To get the rock back. Plus, you know, I want to fight him. Dude actually beat me. You know what I'm saying? I want to fight him. I want to fight Triple G. You know, is what, you know, probably about the only acceptable thing that I would see. You know what I'm saying? 501, what's going on, bro? That's like the only Rome Far Rock, I see you in the building. That's like about the only acceptable response for me would be to call out Triple G and go ahead on and get that fight. But you know, doesn't want to necessarily do that right away, and so on and so forth. And there you have it, man. We have the middleweight These Nuts Duck March. That's what's gonna be going on. I played in a bowl game in Memphis, actually. Played in the Liberty Bowl. And we stayed at the Peabody. For anybody that's familiar with Memphis, you probably know this. We stayed at the Peabody Hotel. They had this little pond on the premises, and every morning there was a dude who was dressed up in the full, you know, conductor out uniform with that, complete with the hat, the boots that go up to his knees, and all that stuff, man. Right? And every morning he would walk out, and they would get some ducks, and he would lead the ducks into the hotel. No, the ducks were inside the hotel in a pond, I think. There he would lead them to march around the hotel lobby and then out of the building into the pond outside. You know what I'm saying? That was like the famous duck march, and they did it like absolutely every morning. And we were there for like 2 weeks, I think 2.5 weeks or something like that. Every morning, the duck march. Then I was just sitting here this afternoon as I was putting the show together, and I was like, man, you know what? And I don't know, for whatever reason, I was just like the middleweight. Then I said, the DAZN Duck March. That's what this is. Because the middleweights on the DAZN app are ducking. They are going to be ducking. They're going to duck each other. They're going to duck fades outside. They're going to duck all the top-notch competition. And they're going to go through extreme circumstances to duck, i.e., Canelo Alvarez, where you're gonna go up and you're gonna fight Rocky Field Nuts. You're gonna go fight Rocky Field Nuts at a higher weight division, man. At a higher weight division, bruh. You feel me? You're gonna go fight him at a higher weight division and not defend your 2 belts at the middleweight division. Because you're going to try to duck the competition. Not only are you ducking people that are outside of the zone, Canelo Alvarez is going to duck people that are actually on the zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, this stuff is, you got Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? You got the belt. You want some heat with Charlo? No. You got my boy Boo Boo Andrade. You know what I'm saying? He just won. You want some one Billy Joe Saunders belt? You want some smoke? No. Like, man, it's the DAZN Duck March, man. That's what's going on over there. Shout out to Centos Boxing. He says, what up, Junior? PayPal sent my money back from the other day when I attempted to support you, so I wanted to be sure to get this out to you ASAP. I can't stay on, but just wanted to handle this before I go. I appreciate it, Centos Boxing, man. Really, truly appreciate that, family. Salute. I don't know what was going on with my PayPal, because I had someone else had donated and there was some issue going on. So I'll get over there and get that cleaned up, man. I really, truly appreciate you, though, man, for blessing the platform with your presence and, of course, with your bread, man. So thank you. I really, truly appreciate it. We'll definitely be putting it to good use, bro. Thank you. Man, but it's crazy, man. Reggie Owens says, in life, every game corrects itself. Boxers, promoters, and old media can't play the game of boxing for long. The real is the real. Ain't no faking. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, though, is even with stuff that people would perceive as fake, you know what I'm saying? With these dudes trying to mimic, and I keep coming to this, I'm so tired of saying it and mentioning it, man, but these dudes trying to mimic what Floyd Mayweather did, man. It's not the same, bruh. It's not the same. You gotta look at his entire body of work, man. You have to understand the entire body of work, not just what happened post, you know, I'll even go back post De La Hoya. You know what I'm saying? You can't look at it from there. You have to look at his entire body of work and what was encompassed in that, man. You feel me? Like it's just not the same, man. Like dudes are, and the problem with them now is the same thing that we continue to say, is that the fans are more educated, man. Just think about this, man. Let's think about this on a daily basis, man. This is true to life on a daily basis, Monday through Friday, right? At least Monday through Friday, from about 6:30, I think. About 6:30 a.m. is when Famous comes on, Famous Athletics, all the way literally until 9 o'clock at night, 9:30 at night is usually when 78 is done. You have nonstop boxing content coming from just from the LDBC. I'm not even talking about other media, independent media outlets or other new media members or none of that. I'm talking about purely from the LDBC. You have from literally 12 plus hours, you know what I'm saying? 12, 13 and a half hours of non-stop boxing content that is full of, and it's diverse content. You understand? It's diverse. It's full of current events, past events, upcoming events, historical knowledge, documentaries, opinions, facts, arguments, disagreements. It's full of all kind of stuff in that 13 and a half hours. And it's 5 days a week. Do you understand? 5 days a week. And you hear people who hear stuff, and all you hear is in these independent platforms, these independent opinions coming out to either prove something to be true or to debunk something to prove it to be false. That's all you hear for 13 and a half hours, Monday through Friday. You feel me? And it's over. And you have to understand that on our platforms, I'll dare to say, just the LDBC, I can't speak for anybody else, just the LDBC, I'll dare to say that we probably get, what do we say? We probably get a cool, what do you say? Maybe 2,000 people. I'm talking about a total. You know what I'm saying? A 2,000, and I'm talking about first time go rounds. I'm not talking about the replays. I'm not talking about the people who catch, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about just like the first time go around. You probably get between, you know what I'm saying? Between Famous, between the Punch Junkie Morning Show, between the TRILL Boxing Talk, Fanon, Ticket going live. You know what I'm saying? All the Blue Blood Sports TV going live. All these brothers and sisters going live. We probably get a cool 2,000 is too low. We probably get a cool 4,000 to 5,000 eyes on our content, right? And I'm talking about just the first time go around. I'm not talking about watching the replays or none of that, right? So that is 4,000 to 5,000 people who have learned something, whether they agree with it or they don't agree with it. They at least know what the buzz is. They at least understand what the conversation is, right? It's different, man. It's different before. You know what I mean? When you had the machines that were backing, boxing, it's not the same, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. Like I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna hang this on a limb, right? The LDBC, in conjunction with, because I don't want to give us all the credit, in conjunction with the New Media Boxing and the independent media outlets, have single-handedly or collectively pulled ESPN full throttle into the sport of boxing. Say I'm lying. These platforms, these independent platforms, the LDBC, New Media, independent people, have fully pulled ESPN into the sport of boxing. Fully committed to the sport of boxing now. The ESPN was not messing with the sport of boxing, man. They were not messing with the sport of boxing. Think about this, man. Think about this. I mean, really, truly think about this, bro. Think about the fights that were going on. Think about the coverage of those fights on ESPN. ESPN was only covering Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. And when that fight went on and on and on the way that it did, they weren't even covering that anymore. They weren't covering Andre Ward. They were not covering anything that was going on with the heavyweight division. Like, they were not covering anything. They were not covering Floyd Mayweather's fights, you know, fight until toward the end of his career. They were not covering that stuff. ESPN was not messing with the sport of boxing. Now, pressure has been put on ESPN to come into the they have to come into the sport of boxing. So much, in fact, where they've picked boxing back up on their programming, prime programming. I'm talking about threw a bunch of money at it, entered into a deal, enter into a deal with Bob Arum, Strike Grind Radio. ESPN was always boxing. Arum wanted to be the premier promoter for ESPN when Peter Nelson told him the budget was closing to HBO. ESPN was not always boxing, bro. ESPN wasn't even covering. The chief correspondent for boxing, Dan Raphael, wasn't even covering fights, bro. He wasn't even covering all the fights. He was able to pick and choose. How is ESPN boxing when they were not even having a presence at fights, bro? They were not having a presence at fights, bro. Never mind actually covering and televising and the production and all of that. Like, never mind that. They were not actually at the fights with a person with the ESPN jacket on, you know what I'm saying? Or the camera crew, the little camera crews that go on the road. And so they were not there, bro. Shout out to Jeff, the producer. Shout out to Strike Grind Radio too, bro. Yeah, they let me see. VV1 Lou Stones fell in the building. Reggie Owens fell in the building. Punchlines of Pugilism fell in the building. Salute, family. They were not there, bro. They were not messing with boxing, man. They weren't. Not, and especially not to the degree in which they mess with and covered other sports, like not even halfway, not even half of the coverage that's given to baseball, to football, to hockey, to all of the you know, higher revenue generating sports. Excuse me, I get that. Or not even really tennis, golf, none of that. Boxing was like not even on the mat, not even on the radar. You know what I'm saying? Like, not at all. Now you look at it, bro. You have these boxers are making appearances in the ESPN studios, bro. Like, you have to really truly think about that, bro. What boxers were going to the ESPN studios recently? Before you know, Bud Crawford, you know, recent aerospace. I know Floyd did a couple of presentations there, but they were not engaged in boxing, bro, at all. You know what I'm saying? And then and of course, Bob Arum was shopping for a network, and HBO was you know, pulling out or whatever. But the move from ESPN to get into the sport of boxing, to be honest with you, was a power play, and that power play was to keep up with CBS and Showtime, bro. You know what I'm saying? Disney is trying to keep up with CBS and Showtime. You know what I'm saying? Like, this what these big companies do. You know what I'm saying? They say, oh, okay, that's what they're doing. Okay, we got to get in here and get a piece of that. You know what I'm saying? Because if they didn't get in here and get a piece of that, then the Showtime and or CBS, you know what I mean, and using Showtime and Fox and all of those dudes, all of those people, they will be able to monopolize the sport of boxing, and then they will be able to box ESPN out totally. So that was more or less a power play, bro. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's the power of this stuff that we're doing, man. Like, it's really truly powerful. It really truly is. I mean, and then it's people. ESPN was always the lower tier category for, bruh. bruh. Compared to HBO, Showtime, ESPN2, and GBP was constant, just like HBO Latino boxing. Oh God, bro. Okay, I mean, you have a point, bro. You know what I'm saying? You have a point. But then, do you remember when Friday Night Fights ended? You remember when they did away with Friday Night Fights, bro? And how long ago that was? You know what I'm saying? It was ESPN, which yeah. We on the same page. We're on the same page. Which the thing about it is now, you know what I mean? When we look at what happened with Friday Night Fights, right? We look at ESPN basically phasing boxing out, which is what HBO has done. So ESPN was at the same place where HBO is. You know what I'm saying? HBO just had the fight with Jacobs, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Then they went on and they had other fights scheduled, but they're trying to kind of phase them out and get out the back door. You know what I'm saying? And ESPN has picked up full throttle. You know what I mean? They've picked up full throttle and so on and so forth. But they've done that, you know what I'm saying, as a result of the work that's going on. And so I say all that to say the whole, you know, I went all around the Marbury bush only to say that our fans now are more educated. Even this, what we're having now, this conversation that we're talking. Look at the knowledge that Strike Grind just dropped in here. You know what I'm saying? When he talked about it, he brought in the ESPN2 and paralleled it with the HBO, the Latino boxing. You know what I'm saying? Or the what is it called? The HBO. Don't let me get the line. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Reggie Owens talking about they had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, there's this conversation is a conversation that fans can pick up on, and then they can have it, and then they know and they understand. So they understand this stuff. This is not this conversation was not going on 5 years ago, definitely 10 years ago, 15. It wasn't going on. Now, meanwhile, the promoters are still promoting and still moving the needle with regard to the sport of boxing using the same curriculum that they used before. And everything's changed, man. Everything has shifted. Everything has changed. Whether you consider the onslaught of social media, you consider the existence of YouTube, these independent media outlets, the definite use of social media by the actual fighters themselves. You know what I'm saying? Understanding and exposures of the contracts and the monies and all that kind of stuff. Like, we're at a very, very different place where people are armed with information. We live in the information age. Everything is accessible. And you cannot now steer the sport of boxing using that same old blueprint, because it does not work. You know what I'm saying? It does not work. Man, it's just bad, man. You know what I'm saying? It really truly is bad. And what's happening now is you have these fighters who are really truly missing their era. You know what I'm saying? They're missing their era. They're missing their era. Excuse me. They're missing their opportunity at greatness. They're missing their chance to become legendary. And it's all because of their careers being steered by people who are using the old blueprint. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I mean, it's really truly bad, man. It's really truly bad. And the problem is only going to get worse. I think that, fighters, when they go and chase bags, and I'm not ever going to talk about people not chasing bags and not getting their money, because that's not what I do. You know what I'm saying? Go get your money, man. You know what I'm saying? You go out and you put your life on the line, go get your money. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, man. People say stuff like, oh, I'm a fighter. I go out and I put my life on the line and blah, blah, blah. Bro, that's every sport. That's every sport, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear and I understand that, man, but that's every sport, man. Basketball players, definitely football players, baseball, like all this. There is an element of danger to any sport You know what I'm saying? I mean, just, you know, you want to get to the just simplicity of it. Anytime you run and get your heart rate up, you know what I'm saying? You run a danger. You know, when you're in a collision sport like football, you run a danger. People die on the football field. People die on the basketball court. You know, getting hit in the head with a baseball. You know, things happen. So I get it. And I understand that they're out and they're putting their life on the line and so on and so forth. I get it, right? Now, I'm tired of hearing people hide behind that as a means to justify your lack of championship medal when it comes to entering into the or navigating your way through the sport. You feel me? Like I'm tired of hearing that. You know what I'm saying? Get your money. I'm not going to ever say get your money. The low risk, high reward, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's purely me coming as a fan. Like I told you, I'm stripping the layers off. I'm a fan, baby. I'm not nothing else. I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan. I happen to believe that these fighters are missing out on not just the opportunity for their greatness, but they're missing out on their monies because, prime example, the AJ Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder fight, right? We've already established that's $100 million fight, right? If they do that fight, $100 million, right? And this mess around and let it be a good fight, right? How much you think the second one gonna go for? If the first one was we got an epic showdown. Okay, the Deontay Wilder versus King Kong Ortiz, right? Let's say that was that fight was to the stature of Wilder versus Joshua, right? And that was $100 million fight. And we see how it happened. You know, Ortiz was outboxing. Ortiz was winning, got dropped. Ortiz got dropped early. You know, he came back. He got Wilder really hurt and almost got him, you know, what people say almost could have got him out of there, you know, around the 7th round, then comes back and Wilder wins in a knockout. Right? All, you know, the ebbs and flows of that fight, the highs and lows of that fight. Let's say that was $100 million fight, right? How much would the rematch be worth? How much would the rematch be? Them boys wouldn't even have to go fight anybody else. They could go right into a rematch for that fight. They could go right back to the rematch of that fight. And you think if that first fight that we got with them, you know what I'm saying? With them, I'm talking about Wilder versus Ortiz. If we got that $100 million, you think the second one gonna go for anything less than $100 million? You think if you got $50 million for the first one, you think you're gonna get anything less than $50 million for the second one? You feel me? That's how you missing your bread, bro. You missing your bread. You cutting off your nose to spite your face. You feel me? You are cutting off your nose to spite your face. And I understand these dudes want to roll out, you know what I'm saying, 8-year plans and 10-year plans and all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to tell you, I'm here to tell you, life happens, okay? I'm here to tell you that injuries happen. I'm here to tell you that unexpected circumstances in your life raise up to cause a total destruction of the whole entire dynamic of your life that you've built up. Anything could happen. You know what I'm saying? AJ, they've rolled out this 8-year plan of what they want to do with his career. He might slip and fall in the shower, man, and it's over. You might slip and fall in the shower, bro, on some never mind, man. I'm gonna stop, bro. I'm gonna quit because this is not a clown around moment. And plus, I'm not going. If I jump down that rabbit hole of clowning, I'm gonna start cussing. So things happen. You know what I'm saying? Ask Paul Williams, man. Things happen. Like things happen to totally change the dynamic of your life. Period. Things happen to totally change the dynamic of your mindset. You know how many players are playing and they're at the top of their sport or whatever the case may be, and then they have a parent that dies, their mama dies, grandmama dies, daddy dies, and then just like that, all the stability that they had is gone. You know what I'm saying? They're no longer able to compete at a high level. You know what I'm saying? Like so many things change and shift in their lives. And that is why I don't agree with this putting stuff off. I don't agree with letting fights build. You know what I'm saying? I think if the Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. fight is a fight that they can generate, you know, 50, 60, 70 million dollars. That's a big fight to be made. Make that fight now, because you know what? You make that fight's gonna be epic. Then you can come right back and you can hit it again. And the thing about that is the second fight is always easier if the first fight was a monster, because it's all already built itself. The promotion is already done for the second fight. If the first fight was a monster, bruh, you gotta follow the logic with this stuff, man. You feel me? You gotta follow the logic of this stuff, man. But you have to realize the powers at play. You know what I'm saying? Because the powers at play are like, okay, we can put on this, $50 million fight, but it's going to cost us, this amount, but we can make, they look at businesses look at profit margins. Do you understand? They look at profit margins, meaning how do you maximize your profit margin? Not do you put on a bet, because you can put on $100 million fight. You feel me? But if it costs you, $50 million, you know what I'm saying? Then that's a 50% profit margin, right? Whereas you can put on, a $50 million fight that costs you, $2 million, you know what I'm saying? And then you have a totally different profit margin, man. Like it's totally different. These dudes go into these fights, you know what I'm saying? They go into these fights where the one fighter's making $3 million, the other fighter's making $300,000, like Bud Crawford versus Benavidez. You understand? So that fight makes perfect business sense. You know what I'm saying? It makes perfect business sense because you're not dealing with back end money or pay-per-view buys or none of that kind of stuff. That fight took place on ESPN. The money's already set. So that gives, the goal is how do we maximize these profits? Like it's different. You know what I'm saying? And that's why these boxers, you got to take control of your career, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, Eddie Hearn should be sued for malpractice for talking. Johnny, what's up, baby? He should be sued for malpractice. Man, hold on, man. Y'all messing me up, man. Y'all messing me up, bro. And I love it. I love the fact that y'all messing me up, bro, because y'all interacting, man. I love it. Eddie Hearn should be sued for malpractice because he talked Anthony Joshua out of taking a $50 million fight, bro. Period. His highest payday, the biggest payday guaranteed purse for any heavyweight ever in history. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. Sean, all when they disrespect Heyman to begin with. Man, I get it, bro. Like I'm with you. Okay. So strike grind. Let me say this. So you said we need to realize that PBC doesn't need Crawford or give ESPN and Aram that shine. All the disrespect Heyman had to deal with, they was disrespecting Heyman and all that. Like I get it. That stuff that Heyman and stuff is dealing with, I get it, right? But I'm gonna tell you this: Errol Spence Jr. needs Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford needs Errol Spence Jr. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm talking from a fan's perspective. Errol Spence Jr. needs Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford needs Errol Spence Jr., especially in the absence of Keith Thurman, because Keith Thurman don't want no smoke with nobody. You know what I'm saying? He don't want no smoke with nobody. So these dudes you are considered the best in your division. This other one is considered the best in the division. It can't be two best in the division. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing that is so lovely about the boxing of the past. You know what I'm saying? When we talking about retro boxing and things that went on from the past, that's the thing that makes it so wonderful, so splendid, so beautiful, such a aromatic, you know what I mean, pleasantry to the sport of boxing and to the history of the boxing, because these fighters fought each other. You know what I'm saying? You the best, I'm the best, let's bang. That's what happened. Ward didn't care about undisputed. Errol Spence can rule 147 without ESPN, my brother. All right, bro. And then you know what we're gonna be talking about 10 years from now? We're gonna be talking about how Errol Spence Jr. Never fought Bud Crawford. And there are gonna be questions that are gonna be unanswered because he never fought. You know what I'm saying? Because he never fought. But that's a good point though. That's a good point. Let me see, man. Let me go on back, man. I got caught up in my talking, man. Y'all know I talk too much, bruh. Okay. Real working. Okay. We got that. We have to stop supporting this nonsense. When the well runs dry, they will change their tune. KLC said we just need to stop supporting it, period. And that's, I'm right there along there with you. King the Great. What's going on, family? Junior, what's good, family? Ricky Samuels, what's good, baby? Man, I almost slapped 5 people today without my AM fix, bro. Punchline and pugilism, my fault, bro. I got you, man. Hey, bro, I got you, bro. I got you. My fault, man. Yeah, I mean, we gonna get right back at it. We're gonna get right back at it, man. We're gonna get right back at it. Jeff, the producer in the building. He said what's cracking. He checking in from Akron. Jay Reed from Akron. Yeah. Okay, we talked about that. We've been going just okay. Let me see. Grind with you. Hey, 501, Shy Boy XAN. You in we've had this conversation, bro. You in Cincinnati. We had this conversation. Blah. Wilder and Spence will keep Showtime survives in my Showtime got work, man. They got work over in PBC. I mean, beyond Wilder and Spence. They got Wilder and Spence, but they got a lot of work over there beyond them too. You know what I'm saying? Those two could possibly, really well. I don't think they could. I don't think they can. Those two alone couldn't compete with what they're going to be doing over in Mushroom Boxing. Man, that's just the truth. They wouldn't be able to compete with that. Or the DAZN app, because the DAZN app is going to be they're going to really do numbers now with Canelo being added on there, I believe. You know what I'm saying? I really truly do. So, but the problem is, once again, Eddie Hearns is over there beating on his chest and running around, you know what I'm saying, super happy, and Oscar De La Hoya is going gonna help him pack his bags when it's time for him to leave, because he'll be gone by the end of next year. He'll be gone off the DAZN app. It will fall off. Without Wilder and Spence, Showtime will fall off. Teddy Atlas moved ESPN throughout the years. Good times. Oh yeah, man. That Teddy Atlas was the man. I would watch half the fights, not half, probably about a third of the fights over on Friday Night Fights, bro. I just watched because of Teddy Atlas, and I was so geeked. I was so geeked when Teddy Atlas started training Timothy Bradley, man. Like, I was geeked by that, man. I was, man. Don't do me, man. I wrote a whole article about it in everything, man. If it's about getting the money, Crawford. If it's about getting the money, then Crawford should have signed with Heyman. He renewed this year with ESPN. Big mistake. Bomac been waiting. Garcia. Hey, bro, I fundamentally disagree with you on that one, because it's Bud stands to be a chance to really, really, truly maximize his money. You know what I'm saying? Outside of just the boxing ring over at ESPN, because he's the face of the sport, which will be his best chance to become a really good chance for him to become a global star, man, over there on the ESPN network, because he's like really truly the face of boxing over there. I agree with you 100%, Junior, but here's a question for you. What happens when they all fight each other and one proves to be the best? Who does the best fight when he beats everyone? But see, that's the beauty of the sport that we love, Kelsey. That's a really good question, in my opinion. And that's the beauty of this sport, man. The beauty of this sport, bro, is that I'm sorry, I just got a notification. The beauty of the sport is that there's always someone coming up. You know what I'm saying? So by the time, for 147, for instance, by the time, Spence goes through and becomes unified, or by the time Bud Crawford goes through and becomes unified, or by the time Sean Porter, because it's up in the air. So by the time Sean Porter becomes unified, then, you know what I mean, if they still continue to fight, then by then Regis Prograis will be in 147. You know what I mean? Possibly still undefeated. Might have unified the 140-pound division. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always something. So then you either step up to that challenge, you know what I'm saying? Or you just slide on out and retire. Or you move up, you know what I'm saying, to 154 and try to capture a title. Or so it's ongoing. That's the beauty of this thing. You know what I'm saying? Even when there's always a challenge. You know what I'm saying? For a king, there's always a challenge, man. You think about it, from the animal kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, you know what I'm saying, with regards to the apes, you know what I'm saying, the gorillas or whatever. There's always going to be a gorilla that's a youngin that's going to come up. You know what I'm saying? He going to challenge the silverback. You know what I mean? He want his pick of the women. He wants to spread his seed. He wants to dominate and rule, over the group. You know what I'm saying? Or the lion, you know what I'm saying? A new lion wants to come and challenge because he wants to rule over the pride. He wants all of them lion cookies, all of them lioness cookies. He's trying to get all them lioness cookies. You feel me? So he gonna challenge the big dog. Like, it's just always something. But anyway, that's a really, really good question though, for real. There's nothing wrong with Crawford signing with Aaron for the ESPN deal. He was comfortable in that situation. He's current. face of Top Rank. Man, Junior the Truth, what's up with the whole state, Cleveland football and basketball firing everybody, clean the house? Man, I don't know, man. I ain't been rocking with the NFL, bro. I haven't been doing that. But it's I don't know, man. It's just a mess, man. It's just a mess. But that's what happens, bro. You know what I'm saying? When everything was cool when King James was there, he leave out now. Everything the bottom fell out. ESPN have affiliates always against Al Heyman. The PBC family and Showtime don't care about Crawford, just like Ward didn't care for Undisputed against Stevenson. Michael James happens. I got my brother said he got shot and woke up in a wheelchair. Totally changed their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine just life being one way one day and then the next day is just, you know what I mean? Things just happen. I saw Johnny fell in. Let me see. Oh man, we got a whole bunch of stuff going on. My fault. Dang, Eric Jink. Dang, bruh. Man, y'all going hard in the paint, man. I agree. Nah, he need Crawford. Yeah, they need each other, man. Only champ in boxing is Usyk. For real. The only undisputed, everybody else are title holders. The only undisputed champ is Usyk. They should change that. They should stop calling them champs and call them title holders. Maybe that'll do something. Eric Jenkins in the super chat, man. Shout out. He says, Junior, what up, yo? I'm a punch junkie and I'm cool with it. I caught a straight right and saw Spence Thurman in the ring. Salute, family. I appreciate it. Yeah, we all junkies in here. You hear us in here, man? You hear what we talking about, man? We punch junkies, bro. Like, we junkies, man. That's just what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have a long day at work. You didn't, you know, on your way at home, or you just now got home. You sneaking. Some of y'all sneaking listening to this instead of helping your old lady with dinner or getting the kids and stuff ready for bed tonight. You know what I'm saying? You doing it. I'm doing it right now, bro. I'm supposed to be upstairs giving out baths and everything. I'm supposed to be giving out baths. You know what I'm saying? Helping. Well, we cooked yesterday. You know what I'm saying? But so we got meals prep, but I'm supposed to be doing something, helping my wife iron her clothes or something. You know what I'm saying? Mapping out my day for tomorrow. You know, I'm supposed to be doing something else, bro. But I said, nah, I missed the show this morning. You know what I'm saying? And I got to get, because man, consistency is everything but what I'm trying to do with this thing. Plus, you know, it's stuff I needed to say and stuff I needed to address that I haven't addressed over the weekend and over the last few days. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I ended up here, but I'm glad I did. I appreciate it, David Gregory, man. Salute to you, family. Salute to you. Let me see. Thurman got the best resume at 147, injured or not. Not saying he beats Arrow, but Arrow lineage. Hey, man, one time is a man, listen. Strike grind. Man, listen, bro. We in this. Man, I'm so glad you're here, bro. And I'm going to go over and subscribe to you. And I hope you got content on your channel when I look at it. Look, Thurman, for me, when Thurman fought Danny Garcia and Sean Porter back to back, or Sean Porter and Danny Garcia back to back, I was sold. You know what I'm saying? He could have took 2-3 light touches, in my opinion, before he jumped out there with Errol Spence. I'm not even joking, man. The only thing is, just like everything else, man, you in a relationship with your lady, is communication. Like, you have to communicate. Like, that's it. That's all Thurman had to do. But this ducking off and doing this and doing that, and then the way he's moving now, is just not appealing to fans, especially people that were out here riding for him. People were out here riding for dude. You know what I'm saying? And then it comes up that you know, a coward because you speaking out both sides of your neck, because you're the same dude that was telling, you know, Paulie Malignaggi, you better, I'm coming straight at you. You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son. Like, you was the same dude saying that. And on top of all the stuff that we all know, we junkies, dog. Let's get this out the way. We junkies. So we know what he was saying. I got I ain't afraid to let it go. My mama used to beat me, so you can beat me. We know all the stuff that he was saying. So then your tune changes up when this young lion comes over here and he wants to remove all your lionesses from under your tutelage. You feel me? So that's the whole problem. You know what I mean? Then your tune change. Like, you ain't supposed to, like, you supposed to come out, man, and go rambunctious. Like, man, I'm not worried about no Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? I will smash Errol Spence Jr. You feel me? You seen the work I just did. You seen what happened. You see what I did to Danny Garcia? Do you see that? That was a Bruce. That was child of Bruce. You see what I did to Sean Porter? Did you see that? You feel me? You see me go all upside that boy's head? Earl, you next. I'm going to give me a couple light touches. Then you next. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you got to do. Or I'm going to go over here and get married, and I'm going to go up here in these Tibetan mountains, man, and I'm going to stir around and lay around in some of these Hindu cookies. You feel me? I'm going to stir around in some of these Hindu cookies. Then Earl, I'm going to come back and take a light couple light touches, then I'll be right with you. Like, that's all he had to do, man. If you was gonna go up to the mountains, man, and learn how to play the piccolo and stir around in them Hindu cookies, man, that's all you had to say, bro. We still would have been here rocking with you, man. It was people clamoring for you, bro. We still would have been rocking with you. But when you pull the disappearing act and stuff on us, man, you got to get it, because you're dealing with a brand new boxing fan, man. We brand new. DAZN gave Canelo the bag because they want control of his fan base. They can't take the control of the black fans because of us on the LDBC. I agree. Partially, and I'll say why. I agree partially because they know that the Hispanic fan base is going to gravitate to Canelo Alvarez. They know that Canelo Alvarez is a global star, Johnny. So that will equate those pay-per-view buys, because Canelo is the only pay-per-view star in the sport of boxing right now, currently, until after December the 1st. So they know that those pay-per-view buys will then transition into an app. You know what I'm saying? And it's an app, as long as they keep that price at $10. If they move that price up to 20, like I'm hearing that they're doing or have done or whatever, then it's not going to work. But if it's still down at $10, then they'll get that. You know what I'm saying? And they'll get that Mexican and Hispanic, Latino fan base over at the DAZN app. So that will equate to those buys. So that was a big power move for them. Now, I don't think that they want control of the black fan base, because they don't respect the black dollar, just like everything else especially within the realms of and confines of the United States of America. They do not respect the black dollar. They do not respect the purchasing power of the black fans, the black fight fans, which is why we have to come together and put serious amounts of pressure on these folks. You know what I'm saying? We really, truly do. We really, truly do. KOTV back in the day with George Foreman called fights was nice on HBO. Yep. Oh man, I'm messing all up, man. Y'all gonna get me in trouble, bro. I gotta be getting up out of here, man. Sheesh. Let me see. What did I do? Thurman. Okay, we talked about Thurman. I'm trying to Jaron Enos as well. John, this is a global platform. They're not focusing on the LDBC. Well, no, I don't. Well, Strike Grind, I think that it's not really necessarily the LDBC, because the DAZN app, they're very familiar with the conversation of the LDBC. They're very familiar with what's being said on the LDBC platforms, which is why the face of the DAZN boxing, or who was the face, which was Eddie Hearn, would come out and speak directly to LDBC talking points and to address several points that were raised and have been raised or are continuing to be raised by the LDBC. So they're concerned. They're concerned. I just think that they are in a position now where they're not really truly concerned with the, like I said, the black dollar, that goes into the sport of boxing. But Steven Espinosa is. And that is why he did the dissertation defense that he did, where he was actually did the presentation. And I guarantee you that was the same presentation, if not the similar presentation, that he did to the CBS networks and to the Showtime execs to get them to pour money and give him that bag with regard to the sport of boxing in order to work with PBC and so on and so forth. And he is concerned. And then if you actually look at it, then we can tell who is on top of things as it relates to let's say the profitability or the profits within the sport, or controlling the sport of boxing. Period. Who's controlling the programming on the sport of boxing? And it's really truly not hard to tell. Hearn has a fiduciary responsibility that he didn't live up to, and he then them books at Matchroom leak out is gonna reveal some criminal stuff against AJ. Has to feel stupid and play it. Yeah, man. If he wants to, but some people just want to feel the way that they feel, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people just want to feel the way that they feel, and that's just the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the truth. That's just the man. It just is what it is. Hearns is a such a horrible manager, and something fishy is playing at Mushroom. He screwed the boy out of 50 million up front, and then Canelo comes with a bigger deal from the play. No, but Reggie, if we tell it, let's tell the whole story. He was screwed out of 50 million, right? Remember, AJ was not originally supposed to be on the DAZN. He was on Showtime, and he was supposed to be moving over to HBO. He was not supposed to be fighting originally on the DAZN. He was very adamant about not fighting on the DAZN. They were very upfront. Well, they spoke about him not fighting on the DAZN. Anthony Joshua was adamant about not fighting on the DAZN, right? And he was on Showtime and was going to be transitioning over to HBO, was the thought, right? Then all of a sudden he pops up and his fight is on the DAZN. You know what I'm saying? And it was the, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, things just played out really, truly funny. And there is some stuff that's really funny going on over there. It's very, very funny, very, very finicky. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Almighty Law says facts. He getting funny looks right now. Yeah, man. My family, my wife get up and get to moving around. She get to stomping around. So I know, because my, like, that little area, the kitchen and stuff is right by the steps, by the studios. My studio's right by the steps. So yeah, we're gonna be shutting this down real quick before it get real in here, and I can't afford for it to get real. Thurman is a very good fighter. Love his skills, but he has disappeared. One time, where you at, champ? Where you at one time? They said and play the flute. He up there getting them Hindu cookies and playing the flute. Y'all boys is sick. Canelo Alvarez does not need the black fan base to get him any higher than where he's at. I don't think anybody said that, Sonya. But I'm glad that you're here. Hold on, brothers. Do not block Sonya. Do not delete her comment. Do not do anything to her comments, please. Let the sister cook. Let the sister cook. Sonya, are you really, or Sonya, are you a woman? Let's do that. I think you're a woman. Sonya, are you a woman? If so, let us know. We just want to know. VV1 Loose Stones says facts. Yeah, okay, man. You know the LDBC. They know who the LDBC is. Bet the black dollar is giving Earl Spence the business right now as to why he's not fighting Crawford. Bet the black dollar is giving Earl Spence the business right now as to why he's not fighting Crawford. Yeah, we've been giving, I think you're saying bet, or are you saying ask? I'm not sure what you're saying. But yeah, he's been getting the business. Errol Spence has been getting the business on this page. Errol Spence and Bud, because they both ducking that fight. So yeah, they're going to get the business on. Is played by the dog whisperer. Man, y'all sick, bro. It's so much fun not cussing, man. I feel liberated, bro. Salute to all the real LDBC members. Salute JuniorTheTruth. What's up, Maurice McElroy? Hearn must have dirt on AJ. Yeah, he got pictures from them boats. That boat. Curtis Anderson, what's going on, my G, the historian? I know, man, they've been messing with my channel because I know a whole bunch of y'all. Sonya Dumas says yes, and I'm 63 years old. For your information, I've been watching boxing since I was 3 years old. You got 60 years in the game, Sonya? Who's your favorite fighter, Sonya? If you got 60 years in the game, I need to know who your favorite fighter is, and what's your favorite fight? I need to know. And you a woman, 63? We need some proof. We need some proof, Sonya. You got to prove that. You're gonna have to prove that today, baby. We need a sworn affidavit. We need to see the bottom part of your birth certificate. We need to see some pictures. We need to see something. We need to see something, Sonya. 63, and you in here on YouTube, and you using YouTube really, really good too. I don't know no 63 years old that are savvy enough to use YouTube, Sonya, except for my brother St. Cruising. He about the only one. And I don't think Brad is in his 60s. Brad Hunter, you in your 60s? Them like the only two that I know. But I like that, Queen Sonya. Thank you for coming over here. And I will give you a wrench, but you don't be coming around here enough. You got to come around some more so I can give you a wrench so you can get in here and get busy when these boys start slapping you with this wrench. Or is that you might not know how to use that? But thank you, Sonya. You're a woman. We need to see what's the if you on here on Facebook or YouTube, we know you got Instagram. What's the IG? We're gonna come over there and show your IG some love. The black dollars gonna come show you some love. We're gonna come show you some love. Just in case, what does it mean by that? Just in case, what does it mean? Oh, just in case. I don't know. I'm lost, man. I'm lost. But salute to Shania. Akeem the Great, salute, baby. Strike grinding here laughing, man. Don't laugh, man. I only get worse when I laugh. Main boxer biking. What's going on, family? Yeah, right, Sonya, who was watching. Come on, man. Don't argue with the. Come on, man. Yeah, main boxer. We on the same wavelength, man. Where's the IG at? We need to see. We need some proof. We need a sworn affidavit from the doctor that delivered. Hold on. If you 63, then the doctor that delivers you, he might be in that upper room. He might be around though. We need a sworn affidavit for somebody. We need something. We need a sworn affidavit from your children. Your husband. Where your husband at? Sonya, do you got a man? Sonya. Okay. Here we go. Are we offending her? Hold on. Show some respect is what you need to do. That's what's wrong with you new little sassy kids. You have a mother to write. I don't have no mama. I was raised on my daddy, and he was a savage. And he had a 63-year-old girlfriend named Sonya. And they used to get real nasty. Hey, they used to get real nasty. And she used to come over and she used to be playing salsa music. Oh, no, I'm just okay. The salsa music, that's too far. I quit. I apologize. That is not ethnically correct. I apologize for the salsa music. I apologize for that. That's too far, Sonya. I'm not like that. So I apologize for that. But they used to dance and she would come over and then he'd be like, Sonya, my little Chiquita, it's hammer time. And then they go upstairs and all you hear was that, what it is, Joe? What's up? Oh, Lord. Hey. Woo. All right, man. I got to go upstairs, man. My wife hear me down here talking to another woman. She going to come down here and pour water all on my MacBook and everything, man. Hey, what's up, Southside? We got Sonya in here, Sonya in the building, man. And it figures that you don't have a mom. It figures that you don't, you could tell. Oh, okay. Why do you want to? It's a very tragic situation why I don't have a mom. Why don't you ask about why I don't have a mom before you just start saying stuff like that? That's hurtful with your old ass. You's an old mean lady. And you just cost me $20 too, $25 because I used the word ass. Don't be in here. Don't be mean. Don't be cruel, Sonya. You know who Bobby Brown is, don't you? Don't be cruel. Because I will never be that cruel to you. Don't be that cruel, man. Hey, man. El Fenici, man, I'm being here chilling. I have more class than you do. Okay, I don't have to lower myself to your level. That's fine, but just don't be cruel. I don't have a mom, and that's a very tragic situation. I'm dealing with it. I had to talk to people about that because I was raised by a single father, a single black man in America. You know what I mean? It was rough, man. Do you know what it's like to grow up without your mom, for your mom to just walk out on you and just leave you out here to navigate your way through this cold world without her? Like, a mother's love is fundamental. That's something that's fundamental. And I didn't have that growing up. And so for you to make fun of that is just not good. You know what I mean? I didn't say anything that warranted you to say that. Know what happened? We get upstairs and his dick get hard. That's what, oh God. Ooh, talk dirty to us, Sonya. Now we talking, baby. Talk dirty. She said in his ding ding get hard. That's what. You like black men, Sonya. That's what this is about. You come over here with all these brothers. I think that's what it is. Hey, man. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. Sonya, this is catfish. Sonya, catfish. We ain't gonna play. We ain't gonna play with you no more, Sonya. I know you're a man. This was fun, man. Hey, man. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Man, I didn't have such a good time, man. It don't even matter. It does not even matter. I've had so much good. So let me say this, man, before I get out the building, man, and shut this thing down. So, we've had this situation that has been addressed. It's been a topic of conversation within the LDBC as it relates to things that have been going on between the brother CJ Goodfella and my brother Black Fight Fan TV. I'm an old man, so I'm not going, I don't do the whole indirect thing, man. I'm gonna talk about it just directly. And the thing about it, man, is that for me, I just think it's something that's really gotten out of control. I think it's something that has probably gotten far too much attention. And I think that go on, Big Snake Pack, man. Go on, man. And I think that ultimately, at the end of it all, it's something that I would like to see go away one way or the other. Well, not one way or the other. I'm sorry. I would like to see it go away. I think that it's it happened. We've said it. We've talked about it and gone back and forth. So there's no need to go back and forth. There's no need to try to draw sides, or draw lines or draw avoid any further between those two men. If those two men come together to work that situation out, then that's good. If they decide to just stay away from each other or whatever the case may be, then that's good too. Whatever it is that can to take place to get everybody to move on beyond this, because like I really feel something's playing. I don't know what it is. Oh man, my stuff's still playing. Why don't y'all tell me? Because I feel that it's really something that it doesn't really need a lot of attention, honestly speaking. I think that with CJ removing himself from the LDBC and wanting to move forward with what it is that he's doing, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and that's coming from a person. I'm coming, I'm an athlete. I'm a Black Greek. You know what I'm saying? I'm a member of, several different organizations. Everything just ain't for everybody. So I understand that. But at the same time, I think that, there's just a way that business should be conducted, and business should be conducted and should be held as a man. You know what I'm saying? And that's, just the code that I live by and the code that I move by. I'm a person that there'll never be, and I'm gonna tell you what you'll never see. You'll never see me bickering and going back and forth with anybody via social media. You'll never see indirect diss videos or none of that kind of stuff. And you'll also never see me going back and forth, you know what I mean, on those videos or so on and so forth. There have been plenty of people who I follow via social, who I follow on YouTube, and I listen to the content, and I start, things start to get into the realm of drama, and I exit stage left. I've unfollowed a lot of people. Don't look at, folks' videos and stuff like that, because of that. I will say that, honestly speaking, I don't know the ins and outs of exactly what went on. I don't know the ins and outs of what CJ took wrong or what, sneak dissing, or whatever that, what he took personally. I don't know it. But what I will say is that I expect more from him. I definitely do. I think that CJ is he's a very smart dude. He's a young man that's trying to navigate his way through this world. You know what I'm saying? And with that, we make moves, and we make some steps that are calculated. We make some steps that are miscalculated, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But, me personally, I want that dude to have nothing but success. I do not want people going over there, because I actually looked at one of his latest videos, and I looked at the comments that were on there, and it was some people who I saw who are like familiar faces, or whose names or stuff are familiar, from me seeing you around, the Smoke City Mobcast and all that kind of stuff. And they're over there just being, disrespectful and all that, man. There's no room for that. There's no need to go over there to be disrespectful to that man. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to go over and say nothing. There's no need to even interject yourself in that situation if you're not directly impacted by it. That's bitch shit, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? If there's some drama or something that's going on and it has no effect on you, and notice I'm saying drama. I don't say beef. Beef is one of the most overutilized words in the urban English language. There's no beef, man, because people don't agree or people take shots at each other, whatever. There's no beef. And coming from where we from, I think we know what beef is. And so, you know, I don't occupy that space. That space is used for something totally different. The beef space is used for something totally, so it's not beef. But you know, if you're not directly impacted by that, then you know, there's no need to interject yourself in that one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to interject yourself and be disrespectful towards CJ. There's no need to interject yourself and be disrespectful towards the LDBC. You know what I mean? I feel that's whole shit, in my opinion. So once again, like I said, you know, I expect more from CJ, and I think CJ has more. I think that, you know, whatever he puts his mind to, he'll be able to be successful at it. And I'm really truly wishing him the best. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, this thing, I understand it just ain't really for everybody. I know people take things a whole lot of different ways, and I know people have the thought process of, you know, things being a cult, or, you know, or a one-track mindset, or so on and so forth, and that is what it is. But nah, you know what I'm saying? Don't and then and salute to you, Akeem the Great. I appreciate that. And I'm gonna encourage any of y'all, if you did go over there and you had some, you know what I'm saying, and you riding, you know, for the LDBC, and you went over there and you said something disrespectful to dude, man, go ahead and go take that down, man. Like, just go take it down, because ultimately at the end of the day, you know, regardless of the other point, you know, that's a young brother that's out here, man, and he's trying to do the best that he can, you know what I'm saying? And that's that. You know what I mean? And once again, you know, you live and you learn, you know what I'm saying? And I know for me, I've made a whole gang of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I've made a whole gang of mistakes. I'm 40. You feel me? So all through my 20s, all through my 30s, bro, I was running head first into brick walls all over the place. You feel me? I was making brash decisions. I was picking fights. You know what I'm saying? I was demonizing people who didn't need to be demonized. I was going to war with folks who wasn't at war with me, and all that kind of stuff. I done did it. You feel me? I done did it, and I understand. But ultimately at the end of it all, yeah, there's no LT Green, bro. You ain't had to time out family. That's 501. You ain't had to time him out, bro. I think he was good. I think he was good. All he was saying was he hoped dude, you know, can settle through his differences and maybe come back to the LDBC or whatever the case may be. I don't, you know. But anyway, like I said, I was going through things in my 20s and 30s, and I made a lot of missteps, man. I made a whole lot of missteps. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that stuff, you know what I mean? It just was what it was. It was what it was. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you just grow and you learn. You know what I'm saying? And you continue to grow and you continue to learn. And that just needs to be that. You know, but there's no need to go back and forth. And I'm asking, you know, once again for us, you know, because for me, I'll make my position strong. I don't know no other way, man. You know what I'm saying? If I'm with you, then I'm with you. I don't know no other way. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, when the lines are drawn, yeah, I stand with my brothers. That's it. You know what I mean? And the thing about me is my loyalty. I'm loyal to a fault. So, you know, my loyalty, it knows no boundaries. Like those of you guys, y'all know I cheer for Adrian Broner, man, unapologetically. You know what I mean? But at the end of it all, I stand with my brothers, you know, and it is what it is. But at the same token, I still don't wish any harm or bad luck or disrespect to befall CJ. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see CJ go ahead and cook and do what it is that he does. You know what I'm saying? And let this thing go by the wayside, because it's just like everything else, bro. When things go by the wayside, you know, when people are not paying attention to it, then it goes away. You understand? So if there's nobody fueling it, nobody fueling the stuff, then it goes away. You know, if you're going, you know, back and forth with somebody that's not going back and forth with you, then eventually it goes away for those people who have sense. And then the people who don't have sense, then, you know, you end up looking like some of these other folks, you know what I'm saying, that are out here. And like I said, I expect a whole bunch more from CJ. I really truly do. And you know, similar to a lot of the younger dudes who I had the privilege of meeting, you know, on this platform, and I had the privilege of going back and forth with via YouTube. You know, I expect greatness out of a lot of these young dudes. You know what I'm saying? I expect greatness out of a lot of these young dudes. CJ is one of them. CJ is a dude I expect greatness out of him. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, though, you know, just like a big brother or a big cousin or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't stand by shit that's not becoming of manhood. You feel me? I don't stand by that. I don't vouch for that. I don't do any of that. You know what I'm saying? So if you know, things are going away against if things are going against just my code as a man, then I kind of remove myself from it. I remove myself from the situation. You know what I mean? And that's just pretty much all I have to say about that. So like I said, you know, let's just not give any more energy to that. Let's hopefully this video can be the bookend to that situation. Hopefully, you know, we don't have a need for any other brothers to make any more content with regard to that situation. And hopefully, you know, CJ can just, you know, go on and cook, man, and do the things that he can do the things that he does. And, you know, that just be that, you know what I'm saying? And sometime down the line, you know, them dudes can get together, man, or have a conversation or whatever the case may be. And, you know, maybe laugh about it or whatever the case may be, or agree to just, you know, move beyond that and that just be it. So, okay, I think that's all I got to say about that. JuniorTheTruth, he was the reason we was having to wrap up the morning show. CJ about to go on. I was like, fucking with my Bernie Man voice. Yeah, man. Nah, but that's, you know what I'm saying? But that's just a prime example. Like I said, for me, man, I don't know any other way. If I rock with you, I rock with you. And I knew that the young brother was trying to go on, you know what I'm saying, at that time. So we wrap up the morning show and let the young brother cook. Like, I'm not ever, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, and plus I actually you know, have rocked with his platform. You know, I mean, I like, you know, his stuff. I like his point of view. I like, you know what I'm saying, everything. And I really, truly, like I said, expect greatness out of dude. I'm not even going to joke around with it. And I'm not just talking because I got lips. And that's not shit. That's not a flag I just fly and hang on people, because some people ain't shit. Damn. Well, I was already old down anyway. Some people ain't shit with regards to this, you know, this platform and, you know, the things that they say and all that kind of stuff. So it is what it is. But anyway, I just wanted to say that, man. It wouldn't be me if I didn't speak on it. And like I said, I just like for us to dead it. You know what I'm saying? And it needs no more life. And what's understood needs no explanation. You know what I'm saying? The brothers removed himself, you know, from the crew, which is, you know, which is cool. I understand. You know, we're not for it. You know, that this thing is just not for everybody, and I understand. So I like for him to go stand on his merit and just do what it is that he needs to do. You know what I mean? And I mean, and that's true. VV one lose stones, especially as a young man. You know what I'm saying? And for all intents and purposes, you know, my dude is still he's still a very, you know, young man. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's a very young man. He's grown. You know what I'm saying? With regard to grown man responsibilities, you know, once you had children and, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know, you get into grown man situations. You know, definitely. However, you know, it's just one of them situations where you know, you just learn from having missteps as a youngin'. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever get to be you know, you don't ever get to be certified. You know what I mean? When you get to this side, if you don't go through what you go through. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I mean? And Georgia Boy is more than just the boxing. You know what I'm saying? All around the board, the dude, you know what I'm saying, he got talent. You know what I'm saying? Got talent, man. Dude has talent, man. He has a great work ethic and everything, man. And I think that he'll be all right, man. You just have to, you know, once again, bro, you know, it's just youth at times. You know what I'm saying? I feel, you know, we get young, we get, you know, we get a little bullheaded, we get a little, you know, to me, I think a lot of times when people get off into the sneak dissing and they say this person sneak dissing me, this person sneak dissing me, it's a little bit of an overemphasis of self-importance. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a little bit of an overemphasis of self-importance. Like everybody ain't necessarily talking about you, or everybody ain't dissing you, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't know this situation in particular. I'm talking in general. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when people say all the time somebody hating. Like everybody ain't always hating, bro. Sometimes you just stupid, bro. You know, every now and again, bro, you just dumb. You know, or you just did something dumb. It ain't necessarily hate because somebody don't agree with you. And that's just that. But I think once again, though, that's, you know, with experience comes maturity, which will matriculate into wisdom. And then, you know, you understand the importance of making correct steps. You know what I'm saying? And for me, like I said, I'll never quarrel with anybody over the internet. You know what I'm saying? I as soon as just not talk to people, or honestly speaking, I as soon as just show up in your city. You know what I'm saying? Before I quarrel over the internet, which is why I don't really, because this stuff ain't for real, man. So I don't really go and get all into this stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I've had people, you know, take shots at me and do all that, my little old platform. And it was even smaller then, you know, people, you know, cracking jokes and, you know, making goofy videos and all that kind of stuff about me, and coming on my platforms, talking crazy, and social media talking crazy and doing all that goofy stuff, man. I never really get into that. Just because I'm not, you know, it's just things are just different. Things are just different with me, and ultimately, man, this ain't that. You know what I'm saying? As Brother Hunter says, man, yeah, this ain't that. It's just a little bit different for me. So anyway, like I said, man, I'm hoping for the best for my brothers, CJ Goodfellas. And then as far as the LDBC, man, we're gonna continue doing what it is that we do, and that's just got to be that. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna continue doing what it is that we got to do, and that's just ultimately got to be that. Big Snack Pack, come on, bro. Hey, man, I'm gonna stop, man, because you boys just be, and see, that's what you get with us, man. You got a whole bunch of folks standing around talking about give me the word. Like, nah, man, it's you know, we gonna let that thing die down and let that be what it is. Cedric, I've heard it, but I haven't seen it. I heard it and I've seen it, but I haven't seen it, man. You know what I mean? Man, Snack Pack, you just gonna keep going, bro? You just keep on, man. Hey, man. God, Tomati dog, man. Oh boy. Thank y'all so much, man, for tuning in to the Punch Junkie evening show, man. My wife and children are upstairs waiting on me, so I gotta go up there and bless them with daddy's presence or curse them with it, one or the other. Really, truly appreciate y'all, man, for taking the time to tune in. Shout out to the LDBC one more time, man. Lions Den Inbox community. Be sure you go visit their website over www.ldbcsports.com. Create a profile while you're over there. It's absolutely 100% free. Also, be sure to visit the good folks over at punchjunkie.com, man. www.punchjunkie.com, man. Visit them, man. Also, follow me everywhere via social media. I can be found with the handle JuniorTheTruth, JuniorTheTruth. That's over all the social media platforms, man. Thank you guys so much, man. Really, truly appreciate y'all, man. Really, truly appreciate y'all, man. Man, these boys still going, man. God, man. Man, this is Junior. I'm going to show y'all how you stop this. This is JuniorTheTruth signing off, man. I'm a high-born player, man. Hold on. Be sure to tune in. Be sure to tune in tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. Punch Junkie Morning Show, regular time, regular place. Thank you guys so much, man. This is JuniorTheTruth signing off. I'm a Ohio-born player made. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing, baby.